70s music fills the Good Theater, setting the stage for the 1977 play Getting Out. The 12-member cast dances to the tunes, warming up for a storyline that's anything but light-hearted and fun. Getting Out explores the horrific events that have shaped the life of the play's main character, Arlene, a woman who has spent the last 8 years of her life behind bars.
I would have wrote, but I ain't had nothing to say and no money to send, so what's the use?
I made out.
They pay you for working?
About $3 a month.
And how you make it on $3 a month? You do favors?
You just can't make it on your own.
You play Ollie?
You don't know nothing about that.
I hear things. Girls calling each other mommy, going to the canteens and picking things up for their husbands. That makes me sick, Ollie. You got a family. I don't want nobody like that in my house.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I got kids at home. Don't need no bad example.
I can tell them some things.
Oh, yeah, like about the cab driver.
Look, that was a long time ago. I want to work now and make something of myself.
Director Carolina Conte describes Arlene as a woman struggling with her identity and haunted by her past.
What you see in this play, it's a woman who has been assaulted her entire life since childhood. So different moments prompt just different fears and traumas and terrors that have, been haunting her in the course of her life.
Arlene's character is played by two women. Asante Randall plays Arlie, the woman behind bars, while Josephine Hilt portrays the recently released Arlene. In most productions, Arlene is played by white actresses, including the 1994 TV movie version where Rebecca De Mornay has the starring role. But the ODU version has a different twist. Arlie is African American, while Arlene is white. I asked Asante Randall about preparing for her role as the angry, violent, and abused Arlie.
I just started thinking about, remember those times when you felt isolated and you felt like you were alone and no one knew what you were going through? That's what it must feel like to be in jail. So that kind of helped me. But I had to go to a couple dark places to get there, if that makes sense. But I'm okay. I'm good.
Josephine Hilt says it was wild getting into the mindset of a woman in prison.
I really feel her when she kind of wants to separate herself from her past, but then there's a lesson in her that I got to learn, in that, you're always going to be you. It's like what you used to do and what you do now, it's always you. And so I appreciate that about her, because it's like that character has helped me to see that you just have to live with what you've done and try to be better or change or whatever you want to do.
After watching Arlene's horrific life experiences play out on stage, one question surfaces, which faces so many who re-enter society after spending time behind bars.
How can she do anything out of her life? That's, again, what applies, I guess, to our current society, and just how much you can accomplish. And when you have had nothing, socially, financially, emotionally, you were deprived of everything. You were poor, you don't have an education, you were assaulted by your father, by your mother, by everybody who was around you. You don't have, never had any proper job, and you go to prison and then you get out. What are you going to do?
For Another View, I'm Lisa Godley.